That was weird. Alright. A little later than usual, but let's get going. Alright. Last time on Satisfactory, I frankly don't even. Oh, good morning, Mass. Yeah, a little bit later start this morning, but you can still get like an hour and a half in. That's a healthy chunk of Satisfactory. Right. Last time we started mining sulfur, and now we have fake dynamite, which is made from black powder, which is not what actual dynamite is made out of. But don't worry about that. Wait, did I research an obelisk? What did I do with it? Oh, right. I think it unlocked a milestone on tier 5 or something like that. So they want me to advance the milestones before I get any further with that. So, on today's agenda, I want to head over this direction. I think there's a coal deposit over here. Well, actually, I don't. And then a caterium deposit on the other side. Let's do a caterium scan. Right. There. And then other places, but that's not important. Great. So I want to go over here and build coal power plants using this coal deposit and then start mining caterium. This is going to require a lot of concrete because I am going to have to bridge the abyss that's here. Probably have to bridge the abyss twice. So, let's assume, let's see, can I? Yeah. So let's assume we're going to want 2 Mark II miners for the caterium and the coal. And where is caterium, or where is quickwire made? Well, I have a recipe for quickwire, right? Okay. Oh, so you have to smelt caterium ingots. Great. Okay. In that case, let's just set up like 4 smelters. And then 4 constructors, whatever. And also like 10 coal generators. Alright. So I want to carry. So this will involve 4 portable miners. But the thing is, I can manufacture portable miners on site. They just require like really basic stuff. So so first step, let's get stuff out of our inventory that won't be necessary. Like, I'm gonna just executive decision say that I don't need dynamite. And somewhere over here is, yeah. So I don't need loose coal, certainly. Okay, so I will need some amount of steel pipe. I will need to manufacture 20 more modular frames. I have rotors over here, so that's not a big deal. Okay. Let's make the modular frames. Then I'll have to go over to, well, for just 10 encased industrial beams, I think I can probably make those locally instead of having to walk all the way over to the steel production area. Yeah, I can just manufacture this. And we should sort of broadly acknowledge that I might not actually be carrying everything that I need, and just kind of live with that. I'm carrying a lot of cable, but that's fine. What else do I think I'm going to need? I'm kind of carrying more reinforced plate than I probably need. Let's just put away most of that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I think probably most of the rest of what I'm, most of the rest of the space in my inventory, I'm just going to put concrete in. And actually, I think I'm going to carry one more stack or actually 2 more stacks of iron rods, yeah. There. Okay. Okay, so I have a beacon there. Is that really the direction I'm going? Yep, that is the direction I'm going. Okay. Off we go. I guess eventually I'll have to, well, eventually I'll have to carry a power line from my normal main power grid over to the putative new power plant, but that can wait. Oh, here comes Durga. Okay. I think there's, I heard a power slug that's probably up there. But let's try to stay on task here. Also heard an alien. Okay. That's fine. Which might actually give us the opportunity to free up even more space in our inventory. Yep. Okay, so I think the coal is right over there. Yeah. Wow, there's like a spire with trees on it. Let's see. Oh, so I'm looking at that thing over there. I wonder if there's anything interesting over there. Anyway. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is actually build a bridge over to this higher area and then go from there, because all things considered, I would rather be up higher. Okay, so let's get started with that. Alright, so let's go up one more level here. Right, and let's just go across. Yeah, if I fall over here, then I just die, I'm pretty sure. It's also... Okay, so there are lesser spitters guarding the coal deposit there. And I want to be on fairly solid ground when fighting those. Well, fighting anything really, but... because I don't want to accidentally dodge myself off of a cliff. Okay. I also hear a power slug over, probably up there. At least I think that whining noise is the power slug. Anyway, so there's another spitter. Oh, good. High purity coal deposit. What to do? Where did it go? Do. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Where are you going? The spitter's having some pathing problems, which I solved in a manner of speaking. Okay, Hmm. Well, we're here. Let's deal with these insects. There. Yeah, sure. And, okay, oh, is that just a, yeah, paleberry, okay. Other paleberry. Okay, so I think what I'll probably do is mine coal here and then have power plants extending off of that in that direction. I think I also saw a rock outcropping. This is just limestone, which I think I already checked, yes. But there's another one somewhere. Not this barrel nut. Oh, right, this one. This is probably. Oh, this is just extra more. Oh, quartz. I don't care about rock quartz. Okay. I think what I probably should do is make a box to hold some of my crap. Oh, there's the power slug up there. Oh. You. Uh-huh. Okay. As I was saying. There we go. Okay. Okay, so, oh right. So in order to actually build a miner, I have to make some portable miners, but that's fine. Alright, and let's expect the power plants to go off, yeah, that direction. So, like that. I'm also going to harvest a bit of coal manually that I can then use to manually feed into a power plant to actually get the power started in this thing. Okay. So let's just kind of start building a lot of foundations. This might be kind of wide, but I think that's probably fine. my eventual intention here is to have the coal from this deposit be used exclusively for power generation, and that will free up coal at the other coal deposit to be used for mostly steel production, but also black powder production. Okay, let's call that a start, and then I can adjust the width of this later. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is rotate this. Point more like that direction. Okay. So let's throw down a lookout tower and see how I like the width of this thing. Because I'm thinking I'll probably want to have a line of splitters around there approximately. And if I do that, then coal generators. Oh, I have lots of space. Okay. So I could either. I think what I'll probably do is. Alright, let's put a coal generator there. That'll enable me to move this a little bit closer, and that's fine. But I'm going to actually reclaim, oops, not there, the outermost row of foundations. Oops, here. And then I'll go get that power slug at my leisure. Oh. Excuse me. That was probably a little bit violent on the microphone, but couldn't quite get the mute button in time there. Oh well. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Anyway. Okay. What's going on? Yeah, splitter. Okay, so let's build a few more coal generators. And let's go ahead and extend the foundation. I'm thinking that there might be a point at which I might start doing some things off stream. For example, like if I need to mine quartz, I think the nearest quartz deposit is somewhere over here. So I think I'll probably get myself there on stream, but if I have to, for example, build a causeway from here over to there, that's really far. And so I won't subject the stream to, 40 minutes of foundation laying and like building all that nonsense. So I think sufficiently tedious tasks can be done off stream because holy shit. We haven't even gotten to petroleum, so one of these days I will learn where the petroleum deposits are, and they might be not close. Yep. Almost had it. There we go. Okay, so that's our 10 coal generators. Oop. There we go. Uh-oh. Did something mess up? No. Okay. So now we just hook up conveyor belts to all these things and actually I think it'll be slightly faster if I do this from up here. So let's just Mark III conveyor belt is probably a little bit overkill, but it's fine. Oops, already screwed that up. Alright, and then the other thing we need is power connections. I may run short on cables at some point, but I think I can use some of my copper on hand to make more cables. Alright, so the final step here is to, well, final step he says, connect the coal up there and then supply power to the miner, but of course the coal generators are not actually online yet. But I can just manually insert fuel, and that should probably do it. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to visually inspect the coal is getting down to all the generators, which they should. But the splitter system that I'm using here is a little bit. You have to remember that like the first splitter sends half of everything into the first generator, and then half, so if the amount of coal coming down here is 100%, this generator gets 50%, then quarter, 8th, 16th, 32nd, 64th, 128th, 256, 512. So this generator is, in an idealized world, getting 0.1% of the output. So in practice, what happens is that the first coal generator has a maximum capacity, which is 100. And so now that this one has 100 coal in it, like, coal stops being sent there. And then all the coal gets directed down here, and then it sort of like cascades down. So eventually, like the final generator is actually working now. It's just that like it's getting coal sent to it extremely rarely, which isn't actually a problem, but it's just kind of, you shouldn't look it's easy to trick yourself into seeing this arrangement and thinking that they're all getting equal amounts, but that's not what's happening. I mean, it eventually is what's happening, because I'm producing an excess of coal. But at least to start out with, it takes a long time before any significant amount of coal actually gets to the last one. Anyway. Okay, let's try to get back up to our causeway up there, and then also maybe carry power back to the main factory. Okay. Let's see, is this going to work? The other thing I could do is do this with walkways instead of ramps. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so if I'm going to do this with walkways, let's just throw some of these in here. Okay. There. Okay. So what I want is to take this power line over here. Maybe I'll pick up some more cables though when I get back to the base too. So I want to go approximately that direction. wires too long. All right. I put it up there. Invalidating location. Darn. Well, actually, I can just solve that by jumping. Nope. Wire is still too long. Oh well. I can live with that. Is that the... Oh, this is the biomass generation facility. Or biofuel, more formally. I think I'm going to... There may be a future where I disassemble the biofuel generation facility, so I don't really want to have this power line connect. I want it to connect to a relatively central thing, so... There. So now we have some degree of excess power generation. That's good. All right. So I was going to also pick up some cables, and I might also pick up some more concrete, just because I've used a fair amount of concrete. I don't expect to need as much concrete for the next step, but let's just grab a couple. Let's also grab... Do I want more iron plates and stuff? You know what, sure. The iron plates are really crowding out the rods here, right? Not a lot I can do about that. I mean, what there is to do about that is rebuild this entire facility, but that'll probably be happening over the weekend. Okay, so now we head back to try to get some progress done. Caterium. Wait a minute. Zoop, okay. Yeah, so because I had like built that miner and then reclaimed it and then built it again, that counts as building 2 miners, which means that it fell out of my build queue, which is not a problem. You just have to recognize that it happened. Yes, there's a summer sloop up there, but that's not important. Alright, so I believe I can probably get to this Caterium over land this way. Which, let's just extend this foundation up that way. Let's assume that it will be defended. Oh boy. It's defended by cracked boulders. Which means I am being punished for not bringing any dynamite. Okay, that's fair. Because there it is, underneath cracked boulders. Okay. Well, this is not actually a difficult problem to solve. It just is the one that I do not currently have the solution for, and have to go back and get it. Can I cross this abyss just by jumping? Sure. Okay. So we get to make another trip back. Oh yeah, parachutes. How many do I have? I have 33. Okay, so I'm not going to run out of parachutes anytime real soon. Alright, so we are going to pick up our dynamite. Which I think is in here, yep. And, whoop, okay. And now we go back. I guess one outstanding question is whether I want to build another bridge across the abyss that's closer to the Caterium. I'll make a decision about that later. I think another thing I'm going to do is go ahead and make the 2 portable miners that I need. At the bench over here. I might just end up building a bench at both locations, but there we go. Is there anything here I want? Let's go ahead and pick up the, let's just take everything. I have enough space in my inventory now. Okay. So I'm going to have a lot of work to do this weekend. I think I'm going to need to rebuild a lot of the very earliest parts of the factory now. There is an abyss here, so take some care. So Caterium seems to have the same skin as iron, like it's the same sort of rust red color, except like more red. I don't know. Okay. How do I detonate? Right mouse button. Okay. Okay. So processing Caterium will be a little more involved than coal because I have to smelt it and stuff. So I think what I'm going to probably do is build the miner here and then go across there and have the actual Caterium operations be over on the mainland. I think that'll be a little bit simpler. I guess I could also... is that thinking too conventionally? Because I could also... pick this nut. But I could have Caterium operations extend off into space, which would be a pretty limiting on concrete. Yeah. No, I think I'll have it extend out. I'll still build it on concrete foundations, but I'll have it head more or less back towards the main base. Let's just start by building the miner, and then building a bridge over to there, and then going from there. Okay. Oh. All right, let's deal with the locals here. Anyone else around here? Oh, impure iron ore. Oh boy. That's not very exciting. Wait, is there more iron over there too? Let's see if that guy can path his way up here. Well, almost did it. There, you basically did it. Anyway. Wait, there's 2 iron patches here. 3 there, and then like 2 more over there. I want to verify. Wait, 4? What the heck? Iron. 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 Oh. Okay. I'm getting a little bit off track here, but if there's only 6, like, no, there's 4, 6, if there's 8 iron patches over here, then that's notable, because that is a huge amount of iron. Which means I might be using this area for the next iteration of the factory. Yes, there's like 8 impure iron patches here, which is a lot. Yep. And a bird. I'm guessing I can't, like, kill the bird. I'm not even going to try to shoot the bird. The bird seems very non-hostile, so... Anyway. So, keep in mind... Actually, I'm going to throw down a beacon here. Yep. There. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to go collect the other beacon. Which is this direction. Because first of all, it's not labeled, and second of all, I've done basically what I wanted to with it, so... This is a little bit off topic here, since my actual objective is to start mining and processing Caterium, but that's fine. It is kind of important to clean up after yourself. Alright. Oh, and there's copper over there too. Although the copper might be, copper has some poison gas near it, but anyway. Okay. So I have to pick a location for Caterium processing. Oh, also there's a power slug. How's my inventory doing? My model is stuck. And glitching out. Let's see if I stop sprinting. This is the most stuck I've ever been. The weird thing is it doesn't even seem to be very interesting to geometry. Can I chop this tree down? Yes. Okay. Now we have a very powerful power slug. I'm tempted to just leave it there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. All right. I'm tempted to like build a shrine around this power slug. Well, if I built a shrine, what else would it have besides foundations? Yes, let's do this. There. I built a power slug shrine. Okay. I think I will just build Caterium processing off in this direction. I think I can. Let's clear out some of the biomass here and maybe get some of the rocks. Yes, okay, good. That was basically what I wanted. Let's see, is this rock gonna... That rock might cause a problem. But I don't think I care enough. Like, this rock will definitely cause a problem if I try to do anything, build buildings near it. Well, anyway, okay. So, step one will be to build some smelters. And these will be making Caterium ingots. And now I want the splitter and the merger back on my quick bar here because okay. There. And we've all seen this before. I'm guessing, yeah, this is just 45 ore into 15 ingots, whatever. That's all very standard stuff. Okay, so now we send the merger stream back in the opposite direction. Nope. Could this one be pointed? Yeah, this one should be pointed the other way. Pointed that way. Now I kind of do want to avoid this rock, so I think what I'm going to do is clear out this tree. And this tree. And then extend this out this way. Which means I run into a different rock, but I think I can handle it. This is what I get. Oh, and there's just a pile of dirt there too. So this is what I get for not building on an elevated surface. I also don't want to run into these iron deposits. This is all kind of the wages of failing to plan for the long term. Oh well. I'm kind of hoping I don't need that much Caterium. If I need a lot of Caterium, I'll probably tear down this entire factory and build something else. Let's have a conveyor splitter come in like this. Yeah. And then this constructor will feed off of the splitter. Whoops. Wrong direction. There we go. Yeah, I think this one is up a little bit higher than the rest, which is annoying, but oh well. And so these things are going to make quick wire from Caterium ingots. And this is just, oh. 15 ingots to 60 quick wire. Jeez, okay. All right. So, conveyor mark 3 will now distribute ingots among the constructors, and this will all just sort of feed into a box for now. Yeah, let's just... There. I'm gonna use Mark II conveyor for this side because it makes these things make a lot of product. And now we're just gonna have, like I said, have it dump into a box. Floor is too steep, you say. There we go. Wow, that's hideous. Actually, it's not that bad. Okay, so now all this nonsense needs power, which I believe there's a power line somewhere over there. Let's go find it. There's one. Can I reach over this far? I can go until about 7 a.m. today. Which means I can go for about 20-ish more minutes. And that's an interesting lighting effect from the blue sun rising. It's kind of neat. Okay. So now let's throw down a power pole here. And then so I am powering these things kind of backwards, but that's totally fine. Whoops. Also, I have to make a, nope, can't quite do that. Belt to feed into the, oopsie. I forgot which way I pointed the splitter. There we go. That's a little bit crude, but that's fine. Okay, and then finally we just have to supply power to the Caterium miner. There. All right. So these should all be online, and they are. So now we have Caterium ingots being fed to the constructors, which we can watch the output of here. So now we're making quick wire. So once I have some quick wire, I will carry it back to, actually, can I? Oh, I already have power pole Mark II. Oh boy. Handle up to 7 power line connections instead of just the 4 from basic power pole. So there, I do have some research objective. Oh wait, we have a problem over here. Oh, is this just shortage of Caterium ingots? Yep, that's fine. Raymond Scott Powerhouse.mp3 starts playing. I'm not familiar with that, but I'll look it up after this stream. Anyway, we have a research objective that involves just feeding some quick wire, so let's just take the quick wire and head back to the base. Throw away your limestone, as usual. Alright, So this will just go. How's our power consumption now? About the same as it was. So we'll see exactly what we get out of having quick wire production. I'm hopeful it's something more interesting than just like. I called this stream quest for Ultracopper, so it's possible that Caterium and Quickwire really is just like copper but better, but that'd be kind of boring. Apparently Raymond Scott Powerhouse is a sort of archetypical factory music song, so that'll be very appropriate for this once I know what it actually sounds like. Okay. Quick wire, yes. Oh good, I'm glad I have enough. I didn't want to have to like walk back and get more. That would be goofy. However, this won't finish, well, let's see. I don't think this is gonna finish in time. That's okay. Let's drop off some of the other stuff I have, though. What else? Organs. Can drop off some biomass, which is here. Okay. I've got about 20 minutes to kill. I think one thing I could do is rebuild this factory, because this area that's just making like iron plates and iron rods is pretty miserable. Is that actually the best use of our time? The other thing I could do is go on a brief safari, but I could only go out for about 10 minutes before I'd have to turn around. Let's see here. You know what, let's go explore this direction. Because it's pretty close to where I am, but I have not explored it yet, so let's put away some stuff. And let's see. Yep. So I want to go basically northeast. Well, some of this was a big river valley or floodplain or something like that. Yeah, like all this business. I could also build a ramp up to there. There's a power slug up there, but a single power slug is not really very compelling at the moment. Here's an outcrop of what looks like limestone, and it is. But let's just explore this floodplain. I am carrying some dynamite, right? Yeah, okay. Can I jumping puzzle my way up here? No, that's fine. Oh, there's a power slug. might be a natural ramp that leads up to that plateau, which would be kind of neat. Yep, hi. You look like you were guarding a limestone. That's kind of boring, but okay. And then there's this place up here, which looks like more iron. Okay. And I think there's a power slug around here somewhere. Here it is. Well, there's this one. But I think there is yet another power slug out on an outcrop towards the space elevator. I can hear it. Oh, there it is. That's another factory that I need to rebuild. I think probably this weekend I'll have the long-term goal of finishing the delivery to the space elevator, which I believe is 500 modular frames and 150 motors. I think that's what it is. Wow, if I only have 14 bolts left, yes, that is true fact. Only 14 bolts left, but hopefully I won't get into any serious fights here. This is a very, very large flatland over here. It's just iron. Yep, that's just iron. Not super interesting. I'm getting close to some more pink trees, though, which I still have not really seen what that biome's about. That seems, I said close, that area seems pretty far off. That looks like there's a Mercer's sphere up there, but at the moment don't care very much about Mercer's spheres since I can't do anything with them. Here's some sulfur. Oh wait, no, I don't need to mine sulfur. I'm already have automated mining of sulfur. It's kind of hard to keep track of what all I have and haven't done. Oops. Uh-huh. Were they guarding anything? Hard to tell. There's an outcrop, there's a mineral of some kind up there, but I have a hard time believing that it's anything useful. Looks like iron. Yes. Yes, that rare thing, iron ore. Well, it's getting about time for me to head back, so let's start heading generally in that direction. I thought I saw something over here, though. Oh. Looks like just kind of a... Well, tree with moss is kind of interesting to look at, but... that's about it, though, so... Let's start circling back. Limestone outcrop, okay. This all seems like it could easily have been another starting area, which perhaps was the intention. I haven't found any copper, but that doesn't mean there isn't any nearby. I heard that. Someone trying to attack me? Oh. Yeah, I was probably just hearing the elephant. Also, there's a bird. Anyway, let's head up to this high ground and then... Wow. This is a very large flat area. Let's head over there and then just pick these pale berries and then get back to the base. This many pale berries seem like it should be guarded by something. But if not, I guess I'll take it. All right. And now we're back here. These Mark 1 or Mark 2 miners? If these are just Mark 1 miners, okay. So if I rebuild this factory, I can replace these with Mark 2 miners, and that'll... And this one's not even connected to anything. Yeah, 3 Mark 2 miners there will be a lot of iron. In fact, over by Iron Town over here, where there's 8 impure iron sources, so that's equivalent to 4 normal iron sources, so over here there's 3. So Iron Town certainly has a lot of iron, but it's not like an overwhelming amount of iron. Alright. Let's drop off our alien bits here. And various slugs. Actually, I think I have enough pale berries. I'm going to switch off of barrel nuts back to berries, which means I have to carry around the salivary glands more, which I know is not our preference, but that's what I'm going to do. And I think that's all the Satisfactory for today. So starting hopefully on Saturday, I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to get over to the, well, we'll see what the quick wire research gets us, but I think I'm gonna have to get to building motors and modular frames for the space elevator delivery. But that'll be for next time. Thanks for joining.